Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Geckophiles all across the globe. Welcome to the Down the Hole Rabbit Hole podcast, the official Movies Matrix podcast of moviesmatrix.com. Representing the West Coast over here in California, my name is Lo. I'm one of your hosts this evening. And before I pass it off to our co-host in New York, I got to say, my Niners crushed the New York Jets. So sorry, buddy. How you doing in New York, Ryan?
Nah, dude, I'm doing better because we all know Jets suck anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's no type of bashing here. I'll even agree with you that the Jets aren't that good. But how's it going, my lovely co-host? How you been, man? It's been a long week.
My fantasy football team has been stressing me out, but that's neither here nor there.
Dude, I can't do that type of stuff. That's too much work. But you know what I can do is I can talk about some pretty baller casting news on Marvel side. So Marvel has just cast Tatiana. What is her last name? Because I have a really hard time pronouncing it.
Matzley?
Yeah, it's like Tatiana Matzley. You can see her on the screen right now. She will be playing Bruce Banner's cousin, She-Hulk. Quick little trivia, I guess. I don't know if they're going to go with this for the Disney Plus show, but the way She-Hulk became the Hulk was because Bruce Banner is her cousin, sorry, have the family members all mixed up, bogged in my head. But yeah, she's his cousin, and she has like some life-defining accident that's life or death. So the only way to save her is for Bruce to mix his blood in with hers, which pretty much just creates another Hulk, and that's why she's She-Hulk. And I don't really know if that's what they're going to do in the show, but it seems like a very likely thing. But this is actually our very first casting for all the Disney Plus shows after Loki, because we got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, and whatever the animated TV show is. Those are the four that we know of right now. And then we have Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Moon Knight, and I know I'm missing one. What is it?
You mentioned Miss Marvel already, right?
Yeah, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Moon Knight. Which one am I missing? I don't know. Okay, so there's four shows, and this is our very first casting announcement for any of those roles. And I'm pretty sure I just saw like a confirmation from a source insider saying that they already have Miss Marvel casted and they're just waiting to drop her name. So that's pretty cool, along with Moon Knight, which should be coming, and then whatever that fourth character is. But yeah, let's discuss this actress. I've not seen her in anything. I think she's gorgeous. I know she's in not Black Mirror, right?
Orphan Black.
Orphan Black. I knew it was something black, but yeah, she's in Orphan Black, and apparently she plays like multiple roles. I don't really know. I'm gonna let you take this one, Lo, because I know you've seen her a little bit more than I have.
Yeah, so I mean, you know how the internet can be, and despite people wanting trashing how she looks, I think she's gorgeous. She won an Emmy for her role in Orphan Black. It's critically acclaimed. I've yet to see it myself, but I mean, one thing that's awesome about great casting like this is that it opens the door for us to learn more about these actors and actresses and learn their filmography and see how great they are before they come into the MCU. So I'm excited. I'm actually going to start Orphan Black pretty soon. I think it's great. And I'm not too familiar with the director, Kat Cairo, but they are set to begin filming in February of next year. So, yeah, She-Hulk is picking up some steam. And the MCU, it's interesting. With their announcements so far in the past few months, instead of screaming things out loud, they've been kind of just whispering things here and there. But every little whisper that we hear is very exciting. And for anyone that's a fan of Lovecraft Country, which is streaming on HBO Max, it's an excellent horror / mystery / science fiction tale starring Jonathan Majors. And if you don't know who Jonathan Majors is, he was in The Last Black Man in San Francisco and most recently Defy Bloods on Netflix. He's a wonderful actor, and MCU dropped a bombshell with announcing that Jonathan Majors will be playing Kang the Conqueror. And for anybody that's into Marvel Comics knows what an epic character he is. How excited are you for this news, Ryan?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know too much about Kang the Conqueror beforehand, but I knew how big this guy was. I knew what his powers were, and if you guys don't know, he was casted in the Ant-Man 3 film, and he's signed a contract for multiple films. So that's obviously going to be whatever the next Avengers film or something. And I'm really, if you guys don't really know, this is our next Thanos. Kang the Conqueror is our next Thanos. He's a heavy time travel villain, and I'm looking at the wrong camera because I think I'm on my webcam there and not this one. God, I'm stupid. But no, yeah, so he's a time traveling villain, and now with Avengers Endgame over and gone with, time travel exists in the MCU, and I'm sure, just like Tony says, when you mess with time, it tends to mess back. And this
By
is,
the way, bro, do you have the still of Jonathan Majors?
oh yeah, I do. Let me get that up. But
Just so
yeah,
people
dude.
can get a look, because he just looks wise. With throw some makeup on him, he's a ringer for it. So again, MCU man with their stellar casting, I'm excited. Do you watch Lovecraft Country, Ryan?
I do, but I have actually not been caught up recently. I stopped after the second episode, so I'm missing 3, 4, and 5, I believe. If that's me. I don't really, I think, yeah, I have not seen episode 3. I think that's the haunted house episode,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
so good.
that's the one that I have not seen yet.
Yeah,
But this is
low-key in
Jonathan
love with
Majors.
Journey Smollett, but you know, who isn't?
Yeah, right. But this is Jonathan Majors pretty much. Um, yeah, dude, he's such a great actor. Like I said, I've only seen him in the handful of episodes of Lovecraft Country that I've seen, and that's about it. I still have not seen The Five Bloods. I know I need to, especially for Oscar season, obviously. But dude, this guy's a wonderful actor. He fits the role. I think he's going to be under a lot of prosthetic makeup, but I feel like he can really make it his own. I mean, fuck, Josh Brolin made Thanos his own, and that's completely 100% CG. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to see what he does with this character. And between the two of us, I'm really shocked that they announced him this early, especially for a character this big, because we have not gotten our first MCU Phase 4 film yet. We've gone almost, by the time Black Widow comes out, like a year, almost 2 years by the time the next MCU film comes out. And that, dude, that's just insane. And Ant-Man 3 is not supposed to come out until like late 2022, early 2023. And he signed up for multiple projects. And I kept looking at that damn camera again. But yeah, what do you think about him being Kang and what Kang might be for the MCU?
Well, first of all, just speaking about Jonathan Majors, because like I said, he starred in one of my favorite films from last year, The Last Black Man in San Francisco. It's in A24 picture. Please check it out if you haven't. I believe it's still on Amazon Prime. Don't quote me on that. He's got range, okay? I mean, he's plays his comedy really well, and then as seen in Lovecraft Country, it shows he can carry a show or a movie by himself. He's got the chops. And there's a couple sequences in there, no spoilers or anything, but he gets pretty fierce. He gets pretty physical with some scenes, and it just shows, you know, I think he can do Kang justice, because Kang will give the Avengers and anybody that steps up to him a run for their money. And I'm also appreciative of how the Marvel Cinematic Universe it just shows how far ahead they are. Like, you know, people can say whatever they want about Marvel, but they plan so far ahead, and despite the pandemic pushing things back a little bit, they know where they're going with this. They've signed him to multiple films, correct?
Yeah, they signed him for multiple films.
Yeah, so obviously he's going to be a factor. He's probably going to be the big bad. And, you know, alongside this news, we also heard that Kevin Feige himself is working with Olivia Wilde on Spider-Woman, which, again, it's more exciting news. Olivia Wilde is a wonderful actress in her own right, but she also has directed Booksmart, which was a surprise hit. And I think she can do the character justice. What do you think?
Oh, dude, definitely. I love Olivia Wilde. She's a great actress. And then on top of that, she's a really good director. I didn't like Booksmart as much as everyone else did, but I thought it was fucking fantastically great. Not one of my favorites because people put it on like this giant pedestal, but dude, I will not not say that is not a fantastic film that everyone needs to see. And I'm really curious to see what she'll do with the superhero film, especially with one as unique as Spider-Woman in this case. And now that we have a director, we know that Kevin Feige is connected with this. We know it's going to be connected to one, the Spider-Man films, and two, hopefully the MCU, if not the little half MCU, half Sony verse with Venom and Carnage now and Morbius and all of them. Still some confusing stuff on that, but dude, I can't wait to see what her and Kevin Feige bring to this character, what her role will be. It's pretty fantastic. And I can't wait to see who they cast for Spider-Woman because I don't really know too much about her. Do you?
To be fair, yeah, it's Jessica Drew. I don't know her that well either, but our resident fan caster in Movies Matrix, Chadwick, he actually did a pretty good poll, and I believe he did a piece on who could play Spider-Woman. Check that out, moviesmatrix.com. Do we have a guest in our waiting room yet?
No, we don't.
Okay, well, in the meantime, we also had some other, I think it was most exciting news this week. I'm rocking this shirt. This is the way. The Mandalorian Season 2 trailer has finally premiered after much anticipation. You know, Star Wars fans were clamoring, salivating at the mouth to just get anything from this show, and they finally dropped a teaser. I'm not gonna lie, my jaw dropped. I mean, the second we see, the Razor Crest come over that planet, oh man, I got chills. The way it's shot looks beautiful, and we got a brief look at what seems to be Ahsoka, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think? Because it's still kind of up in the air, right?
Are you talking about that chick in the hoodie in the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I saw a few. I've only seen the trailer once, and that's when it officially debuted, and I haven't watched it since, so my memory is a little bit rough on it. But I'll be honest with you, Lo, this trailer didn't do much for me. It was pretty much like the entire first season, it seemed like. I mean, that's hard to judge off a minute and a half of a sneak peek type of thing. But I love the first season so much. And I don't know. I was expecting something different, but I don't know what I was expecting at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but what did you get out of this trailer?
Well, to be honest, like I said before in our previous shows, I am all about less is more. Like, you can gladly build anticipation without giving away all the goods, without spoiling the most awesome moments of a season or movie. So I liked the less is more approach, and I thought that it gave us just enough. And I thought it was really cool how, hello, Miss Diebler. She's the lovely wife of our co-hosts on our opposite pod, which we'll discuss later. But what I was saying with the Mandalorian, I love the chemistry between Pedro Pascal, who plays Din Djarin, and the child, who is more or less a animatronic and sometimes /CG character that doesn't talk. And the fact that we have this great nonverbal communication in the trailer was so adorable and awesome. Din Djarin was about to lay some guys to waste, and the child looked up, knew what was going down, all right, closes up his hood because he knew everybody was about to get beat down and shot up. So I thought that was awesome. A great funny moment for the fans. And again, with the mysterious hooded figure, so I saw some people whispering that it might be Sabine Wren from Star Wars Rebels. Her face looked orange to me, so I geeked out immediately. I was like, oh my God, is that Ahsoka? But it didn't look like Rosario Dawson. So definitely kind of I feel like they're pulling a little bit of an MCU here where maybe they're just misleading us.
That's right. I forgot Rosario Dawson's supposed to play Ahsoka.
Right,
Damn,
right.
Crazy.
But
We keep going. Sorry.
Controversy around her, so I'm wondering if that's even official anymore.
Dude, there's been so much controversy with all the Star Wars stuff coming right now with the whole Cara Dune stuff. It's insane. But you know what, dude? I will say I'm kind of upset we did get a trailer, especially when the show is about a month and a half from when it dropped. I mean, it didn't really matter to me at that point. I would have rather just waited a month to watch the first 2 episodes whenever they drop them. But I think there's someone else that wants to talk Mandalorian. Do you think they want to talk Mandalorian?
I think he would be ecstatic to talk about the Mandalorian. He's one of the biggest Star Wars fans I know.
Nah, I don't think he's that big. He's not that big of a Star Wars fan, right? Come on. I mean, he's probably listening to this right now and he's just like, I want to kill these guys. But it's fine. Guys, I just want to introduce Deebs. Say what's going on, man.
Yo, what is up, guys? I am on the East Coast and I've been watching your pod, and I just want to throw this. I'm a huge Eagles fan, and I just got to do this. My brother from California taking my Eagles jersey off here. They fucking suck. I'm doing this.
Oh,
he's baby.
Hey.
Out. Tell us how you feel about the Mandalorian trailer, man. You look kind of excited.
My mask. There we go. Am I good? All right.
No, you're perfect.
I mean, I think that it looks terrible. It doesn't.
No, dude, it looks fine. It looks fine.
Loretto, I'm waiting for Loretto to put his on at any moment. Yeah, that was definitely Sabine. I think the beauty of the Mandalorian was connecting my love for live action Star Wars and the animated series Clone Wars, Rebels. That was the beauty of it. The tie-in of the Darksaber at the end of spoiler warning, by the way. So do we get that Bo-Katan reference? Do we get a flashback with Moff Gideon? Do we get Sabine Wren and how that leads into her our characters, the child and Mando, meeting up with Ahsoka eventually? What does that mean for Ahsoka moving forward? There's so many elements here of fatherhood of Mando and Yoda. Do we finally get Yoda's origins and finally dive into what that could possibly mean? That is so exciting. There are a lot of elements. Like, I love The Mandalorian because I'm a RPG fan at heart. The Mandalorian is the beauty of, this Japanese RPG where this guy's like getting people and they're all joining on Razor Crest and great personalities. I thought that was like the main strength of The Mandalorian season 1 was all these phenomenal side characters that he came across, and that was just a blast. I saw the trailer, looked like everything that I saw from season 1. So I didn't know this until recently. My buddy told me, is it true that Pedro Pascal it only did a few episodes and then left? Do you guys know?
He mostly does voiceover work. That's his job. He has a stand-in for most of his scenes that we saw in season 1 as the Mandalorian. Like, obviously, he had to be on set. Spoiler for the end of season 1 when they took his helmet off and you finally see him. Obviously, he has to be there. But it's more of those type of things which didn't really happen too often, maybe twice or 3 times. That's the only time he actually was physically in the set. Other than that, he was doing like voice work. And every time he had to do with a scene with the baby Yoda, he actually had a plushy baby Yoda to help him. It's pretty great. But yeah, dude, this is coming out decently soon too. Next month, October 30th, the day before Halloween. And you know what? It's gonna help the year. It's gonna help the year. It's gonna be 8 weeks long, 8 episodes. That's if they don't release the first 2 at the same time, because that seems like a common trend all of a sudden with all these TV shows. But do we have any more thoughts?
Ryan, let's say what's up to our people in the comments here.
Ooh, that is right. I talk way too much. Amanda
No worries.
says Orphan Black is incredible. She should have won multiple Emmys. I definitely take your opinion on that. Cheap plug, that's what she said. Nicole Diebler. Hey all, what's going on, Nicole?
Mrs. Crockpot.
Mrs. Crockpot up in here.
Who's that?
And then we got Right On Geek saying represent Deebs. Ha. Amanda, the best surprise guest. Obviously, that's why he's a surprise and a guest, because he's the best. Robert says, go 49ers.
What's up, Rob? Thanks for coming to the show, man. Appreciate you, buddy.
Lo says, yo, what's up, everyone? I just want to
who's
say
that?
to Lo, you right here in front of me. What's going on, man? Robert says, what's up, homie? And then Amanda's like, hey, Lo, which she really does not mean because she does not like any of us, which is perfectly fine at the end of the day. But yeah, guys, I think we got something special to talk about. Well, no, before we talk about that thing, I want to have a little sentimental part right here. I just want to thank everyone watching right now. I want to especially thank Lo for being on this pod and doing this with me. This is our 3rd episode in, and we have gained 45 subscribers already on top of the one trailer reaction we've done. The reception has been awesome. Robert says my food just got delivered to the wrong address.
The worst.
What's up, y'all? Bro, that fucking
No.
sucks. That sucks. I absolutely hate that because that happens.
We
to me
demand
way
a
too
full
often
reimbursement.
in New York City. Bro, they'll give you that food for free. One time I had someone else's food get delivered to mine. I texted the dude that I had his food because his address was close. He's like, nah, just keep it. And then my food came. So I got 2 meals for the price of one, bro. The whole thing covered my entire bed. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's my little amazing story. But yeah, guys, since we had that sentimental moment, who wants to say it here? Actually, let me pull up the picture while you guys talk
Yes,
because
I was gonna say
that would be much cooler. That would be
So-
much cooler.
I think just to build some anticipation here for people that don't know, thanks to this awesome gentleman right here, he got my popped my podcast cherry, so to say, got my feet wet in the business. Me and him co-host the Suit Up podcast for the Painted Lines Network. We talk everything pop culture. I mean, obviously, we got Yoda, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, you name it. Go check that out when you guys get a chance. But we've been collaborating with a lovely group of podcasters, one of them being this guy, and our other great co-host, AJ. And we've been discussing the possibilities of some sort of what's the word here am I looking for? Is it merger, or is it maybe a
Keep
team
pausing.
up? Maybe?
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready whenever you
Avengers
are.
Assemble.
Avengers Assemble, bro. There we go. Did it come up? Yeah, bro. Yeah. So the 4 of us are coming together, making our own podcast. The Suit Up Podcast meets the Geek Fix podcast to assemble the Suit Up Geek Fix, which is awesome. We don't know when the first episode is, but it'll probably be soon. Don't you guys worry. This is all of our sexy ass faces on here. Me with my bandana, Deebs with his hair. Or no, not hair, hat. I'm stupid. Jesus Christ. Dude, I've been losing it this weekend.
And Ryan needs a nappy nap.
Dude, I need a
I
nappy
need to
nap.
get between the ears here, clearly.
And then we got like my gorgeous tan in that corner there. Thank you. Oh, by the way, shouts out to Pixar Nerd Studio, aka Isaac. He is a wonderful artist. He's part of the Movies Matrix team. Thank you, Isaac. You are the man.
For real.
No, yeah, honestly, man, I think this is a really dope design. He did great artwork on our faces. I think they actually look pretty decently close to us. I might add, Deebs definitely fucking looks like you.
Yeah. I mean, that's sexy as hell, so I'm good with
No,
that.
yeah, definitely. And then the bandana, bro, that just speaks volumes for me. And then Lo and his little fucking
Hey, that's vintage bat nipples right there,
that
man. I
is
mean,
vintage, bro.
it's just
I
captured you. It's
convinced
just- it's
him.
awesome.
I tried to convince him to replace my eyes with Batman nipples. That would be so funny. Wouldn't that not be funny? But yeah, guys, I feel like there's one other Marvel thing that we forgot to add.
No, we hit everything. It's just it went a lot quicker than I thought it did, and this was a
By the
pretty
way-
slow news week. So
Deebs, real quick, do you know the 4 MCU shows? Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Moon Knight. What's the other one?
WandaVision.
What? No. After those.
it's like upcoming. They haven't even filmed all this stuff yet.
Yeah, upcoming.
All right, say him again.
Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. What's the 4th one? Dude, why can no one-
Is Kate Bishop getting her own show or no?
Oh,
you're right.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, the Hawkeye show. You're right.
Hawkeye,
Yeah.
dude. I knew. Oh,
Teamwork.
dude, teamwork.
No, Ryan asked me earlier, and I was like,
Bro, I'm just like, why can't I think of it? But
No, all,
yeah.
all I was thinking of is
I'm-
the current phase. I was thinking of Loki, Falcon the Winter Soldier. I was just so
I think that's like the kind of low key like things that's happening. Like I really hope we see some sort of young Avengers team up moving forward, whether that's on the Disney Plus or on the big screen. I'm really excited for that.
Oh, dude, with Kang coming in, the next Avengers will more than likely be the new Avengers with Kang being the villain, or like another Loki type thing, or a Thanos Loki type thing where
Kid
Kang,
Loki, why not?
yeah, where Kang sends someone to do his job for him, they fail again. But I don't think they really want to do that rinse and repeat type of thing. So I'm really curious to know how Kang is going to play into this. What brought Kang into all this? You know what I mean?
And I think Sean was suggesting Blade, but I believe that's going to be a feature film with Marshall Ali.
No,
right?
yeah, that's gonna be a film in Phase 5.
Phase 5.
That we're nowhere close to that movie.
Yeah, yep, fully agree.
But guys, do we have any other final words that one of us might not have gotten on for this one?
We have a horror draft coming up.
Yeah,
like 2-3 weeks.
That.
20 teams. It's going to be absolutely crazy. 2 different drafts. So we're going to have 2 nights of drafts of 20 teams picking the best horror movies of all time. And then Twitter's going to vote for who has the best squad. 5 horror movies, the best squad of horror movies of all time. And that's going to be crazy because this is like to my heart. Low key, I didn't get any recognition for this, but I definitely won back-to-back championships with our movie drafts. Just a little tooting my own horn there. So I'm coming in with my A game, guys. I am coming in. This is my favorite genre of movies, so I'm ready.
Bro, we can't let Deebs, Amanda, they can't win this. I'm done. I'm tired, bro. Amanda's been in the finals God knows how many times. She's won once. She's almost won twice more. Bro, give me a break. I'm tired. I'm coming full guns up in here.
I'm so excited, but I think this draft is going to be really interesting because we're not actually picking our own picks. We're picking from a pool, which I think just changes the game versus having free reign on what you like and love. You have to be selective, and that's going to make things totally different.
And a big thing for this one is we're not doing it on the Suit Up channel. Everything is converting over to Movies Matrix. So we are going to be live streaming, or whoever's going to be live streaming it. It's probably going to be one of us 3 live streaming all this. We're going to have 2 separate shows for it. We're going to have one on Friday night and then Saturday night, or Saturday night and Sunday night, right? Friday and Saturday.
And then I believe is Geekly Goods hosting the other draft?
Yeah, Geekly Goods is holding the other draft on the second night.
Shouts out to Geekly Goods. Awesome folks over there.
With all the Geekly Goods fam over there, all those team members, and a few of their friends they've brought on. So this one is going to be massive. And I think this is a great one to kick off the new type series for Movies Matrix. You know what I mean? Now everything's kind of converting over. Brands are coming together. Just amazing stuff is going on. Do you guys have anything else to say before we finish up tonight?
I mean, I've already got like 15 other drafts ready to go.
Yeah, dude, these things are not going anywhere for a while. So we can keep thinking of things
and so while we have everyone here, since we did the big announcement for the Suit Up Geek Fix merger, keep an eye out for our first inaugural episode, which will be a versus series where we're going to compare Train to Busan versus World War Z, break it down, which we thought was better in terms of rewatchability and memorable moments. It's going to be a whole lot of fun.
So fun. I haven't seen Train to Busan, so I'm really excited to check that out. I liked World War Z. I thought it was like a B kind of movie, but
it's definitely an action summer blockbuster film. That's exactly what World War Z is. Train to Busan's more of a welcoming. I know what not. It's not very welcoming, actually. It's far from it, but it's a lot. It's a lot more condensed than World War Z. But yeah, guys, I think this is a really short episode. News has been really slow this week. It seems like we did half announcements, half news, just because of how slow it was this week. But yeah, I'm going to ask this one more time, but any final words, guys?
The 49ers are going to whoop the Eagles' ass in the next couple of weeks.
And without a doubt,
I feel like this week was like the week of the fallen. Like people were dropping like flies. Saquon went out. Bosa went out. That broke my heart. But despite all of our injuries, You're right, Dives. We are gonna stomp the birds. I can't wait.
Awesome. Thank you. I want to thank both of you guys for coming on the show, especially Deebs as our little guest at the end. Thank you so much for coming on, man. Much appreciated. And thank you to everyone subscribing again. We've gotten 45 subscribers since we started the podcast and posted that one reaction video, which is awesome. Keep it going, guys. We're just getting there slowly. And with all these mergers going on, it's going to be a fun time. Halloween is just around the corner. Spooktober is right around the corner. And yeah, guys,